recovery. It's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. On the move to his left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. Third and long, Murray from his end zone. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they get the football. They'll set up shop. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Murray, one final try. Steps away to his left.
Quarterbacks running wild.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They find some open field here. take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Patrick Owasor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with first and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on third down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They do go for it. It's Murray buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. First down, Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So they have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on first down. Logan. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
60 outlaw.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Osweiler. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson on his way to a historic performance. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and it's timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Osweiler. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin the drive with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. David Johnson on his way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 70. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, it's Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Shedding the tackle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will take over. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he works free. David Johnson on his way. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, 50 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On first down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Johnson on his way, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean, take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the... You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue this player and you may get the next Tom Brady.
I'm the coach.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Break. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Check, 59.
Now Fitzgerald going to get it on the end around. And some room to... There goes Larry Fitzgerald. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with his second touchdown. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the flat.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now Osweiler. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Osweiler. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who?
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Osweiler will throw again. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing, Osweiler. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Logan. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan in the finals. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And running with power here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Logan. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Logan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Osweiler to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Williams. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Osweiler. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Logan. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way out to the 42-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Osweiler. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now Osweiler back into his end zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
22 yards there, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Delayed give to Foster. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good play.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big 1st down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards.
Ready? 70, Indy. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle.
Coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, You have a player healed from injury and ready to play.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Osweiler. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Osweiler to throw. And it's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players because
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A 4th-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Draw play, Edmonds. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. These two teams all tied after one.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. Fourth-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham. What a whopping 5,800 rushing. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tyreek Hill. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. To throw is Osweiler. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Osweiler. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it's Osweiler. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught inside the 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again is Osweiler. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Osweiler. And his throw here is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Osweiler. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Osweiler. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Well, get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Osweiler. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Then he's got Fitzgerald. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Well, the 11-time Pro Bowler Larry Fitzgerald still has it. His production did take a dip last year on the heels of 3 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. He's in the back half of his 30s now. What a career it's been. Coming into this year, over 1,300 receptions, 116 of those for touchdowns, and second only to Jerry Rice in career receiving yards. Pretty spectacular. Osweiler, he's going to take a shot for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has...
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every